Interestingly enough, one of our guests recently is a man named Dr. Owen Anderson. He teaches at Arizona State University. He was the advisor to Charlie Kirk's organization on ASU campus. And he knew Mr. Kirk, and he joins us now from the college, from Phoenix. All right, so your role for Turning Point USA was what at Arizona State?
Yeah, so every student club needs a faculty advisor. So I serve that role for TPUSA, and I'm one of very few professors who would do it. The students had a hard time finding a faculty advisor, which is rare, but it shows you the climate at ASU, and I think really is a window into the spiritual condition of our universities.
All right, now you knew Mr. Kirk, you had dialogue with him?
Yeah, we'd met at several of the events that he holds, and just a great guy. I mean, my heart's been breaking, so sorrowful for his wife and children, and just as you said, a classical conservative. He loved to debate, and what I've been thinking of him as is he's the American Socrates. He would go to our universities and he would debate anybody. He would answer and ask questions, and the students loved it. I mean, even if they thought they disagreed with him, they still flocked to his events, and his events were packed. And that's partly because the students that love to debate weren't getting that in the classrooms. They're not allowed to question the ideologies that reign in our state universities, but Charlie Kirk gave them the opportunity to have those kinds of debates.
Now, as a faculty advisor for Turning Point, and the fact that you know Mr. Kirk, or you knew him, the reaction from your peers, the other teachers at ASU, was what?
Well, ASU and faculty have been pretty quiet as of yesterday, but the students made the call with TPUSA and with me to cancel the event last night. They have a regular meeting every week out of safety concerns. And for me, this really raises a much larger problem, because the hate that's been aimed by faculty members at ASU toward Kirk specifically is monstrous.
Can you give me an example of that? Can you give me some specifics on that?
Yeah, so in 2023, Charlie Kirk was going to host an event with Dennis Prager at ASU's Honors College. And the Honors College professors, I think it was 37 out of 41, so not every single one, but the vast majority, wrote a letter to their dean protesting Charlie Kirk speaking at the college. And they called him a bigoted white nationalist who spreads hate and attacks people. From the letter, you get the impression that he goes to campuses to wrestle with people, because if he goes there and has a rational discussion, they consider that attacking. And so the event was no longer allowed to be held at that college. It's still
Who made that decision? Who made the decision to cancel the event at the college?
I believe it was the dean of the Honors College. And
all right, so he folded to this faculty letter. Did the people who wrote sign the letter? Did they give you an example of Charlie Kirk's quote unquote hate?
Yeah, they had a number of, and this is on the internet, so it's available as public information. But they gave another number of examples of his hate, and all of them came from far left-wing media sources like Media Matters.
Right.
So they just listed, and these are research professors who say they teach students, you got to do good research. And their example of research is Media Matters.
The prevailing wisdom today at ASU is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how progressive is the faculty at Arizona State University? 10 being off the chart progressive.
Off the chart progressive. We had a required employee training to teach us about the problems of whiteness, and we have classes on anti-whiteness. And they'll say, well, that's just a technical term in the scholarly literature, but that's not what it communicates.
Well, you shouldn't have it anyway. Skin color should not be an academic subject. That's ridiculous. Yeah. All right, so then the final question is, you got a guy like Charlie Kirk. He's very successful. He's mobilizing traditional and conservative students, younger people. He's obviously a Trump supporter. He helps Donald Trump get elected for the second term. he then becomes a target? Do you believe that he was targeted for that activism, or was it just some rhetoric? That's something he said.
Well, the examples I have from faculty are targeting him for that rhetoric. They say, if you give an argument to suggest that John Money's sexual philosophy is false, then you're attacking students. They use that language. And if you're a student and you're hearing your professors tell you that a person's coming to campus to attack you, that's very vitriolic language. That puts a lot of fear into the students. But it's not what he did. We all know what he did because his videos are all over social media. And
Yeah,
students
and I
love
mean, look, you don't have to agree with Charlie Kirk to know that whoever killed him is an evil SOB that's undermining our Constitution. And I mean, that's it. There's no two sides to the story. But I don't think, and you correct me if I'm wrong, that even after this terrible occurrence, that any of the radical progressives who are teaching at Arizona State University will change their opinion at all. I don't think they will.
No, we've seen that with the executive orders in the spring against teaching DEI. They simply rename those same ideas and keep doing it. So no one's minds are changed. If anything, they'll just pivot to saying this is because of guns and try to keep ideology and then hateful language out of it.
All right, Doctor, we appreciate it very much. Thank you. Cold and flu season coming on up. We all know it. And it really is nothing to take lightly. So when people start getting sick all across the country, medications disappear. Everybody wants it at the same time. So it's very, very smart to have a pharmacy you can count on, like All Family Pharmacy. Right now, they're helping Americans get ahead of the curve with 10% off antibiotics, antivirals, other essentials. You know how important it is to have the right meds when you get sick, particularly when your kids get sick. You don't want to be going into the doctor's office, spending all the time. You want to have them at your home. So if you have a few months' supply, you don't have to worry. And that's what we're doing here. If you believe in medical freedom, okay, and taking care of your family, as I do, this is the pharmacy for you. Please go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Bill. Use code BILL10 to save 10%.